Yeah, is it? Are they the reason you didn't get the first? I'm sorry to hear that, man. What a way to start stream. Good lord. Or are you talking about the ads? God damn, we're swinging tonight already. Good lord, how you boys doing? Sorry for missing 3 days. I wasn't rotting for once, actually. Oh, really? Damn. Well, that's all Fudge's fault. Fudge, are you by chance of Jewish descent? Are you a part of Mossad? Did you screw Articuno over? That's something. Nope. No. That's something Mossad would say. Jesus Christ. Already a great start to the stream. I don't need Benjamin Netanyahu on my ass right now. Big Yahoo needs to chillax. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Fudge is doing good, insane with homework and projects. That's what happens when you leave it till the last second. I'm going to assume you procrastinated. Not because I think you're the type to procrastinate, but I think it's just funny to assume you're a procrastinator. I mean, who hasn't had prostate cancer? That's just a thing of life, you know? I've had it like 3 times. No. 5 billion more to Israel. Hey, I'm not a master procrastinator, and I didn't procrastinate stream the past 3 days. In my defense, my buddy had a lot of days off recently, and he felt like a bum, so I was making him feel better by playing video games with him. And every time we played this dog shit game called Star Citizen that he really likes for some reason, and every time we played it, we got in for like 2 hours, and then it stopped working because it's a glitchy mess of a game, but he's just addicted to it. Don't worry. It'll either get better, or the world will collapse. So, at that point, anarchy and you're good. 50-50, flip a coin. But yeah, outside of obviously just skipping off stream to play video games with my buddy, I got a walking pad recently. I didn't want to tell anyone I got the walking pad because I said a couple streams ago that I did not want to say anything that I was going to do on stream until I actually started doing it, so I don't get into the mentality of those people that are... Essentially, people will say they'll do something good, and when they get positive reinforcement for saying they'll do something good, they don't feel the need to do something good because they already got the positive reinforcement. So I went out of my way, bought a walking pad, and I've used it for 4 days now, 3 or 4 days now, in a row, hour a day, and I'm keeping up that schedule, and I wanted to make sure I actually started fucking using the thing before I told anyone I was using the thing, so I didn't give myself positive reinforcement without deserving it. Standing desk streams? I actually kind of want to get a standing desk. That's probably the next major change to my setup I'll do, is a standing desk, so I can just do walk streams. Something like that. But yeah, hour a day. Today I actually only did half an hour. I was very late to starting, and I wanted to stream today because my buddy's not harassing me to play video games. So I went for 30 minutes, but I set it like 50% faster than what I normally do. And 30 minutes of 50% faster of what you're used to kicks your ass. So after that was done, I ran off, took a quick shower, I dried my hair, and here we are. I'm also going to do another 30 minutes after stream of my normal pace, just to make sure I get my daily amount that I'm hoping for. Everything is popping, but it's nice. I feel great, actually. Physical activity is awesome. It's just, it's hard to get into it first. You gotta build up a, you know, a pattern. You gotta get into a mood, and I'm starting to get there. And it helps that I can do it at my desk, so I can sit there like an iPad baby with my monitor pretty much in my face, up on its extending arm, right? And I can just watch my TV shows on Disney Plus like a iPad baby. I'm sat there with the screen like maybe a foot away from my face, just watching Malcolm in the Middle. And it's perfect because I can watch 3 episodes of Malcolm in the Middle and then I know my walk is done. I have everything set up. Your website's been hit? Yeah, that sucks, buddy. I think my mom's website got hit too. I told her about a website. She barely used it, but now I think it's down. And she wants to watch a TV show that just came out, so I'm gonna have to find her a new one, I think. Yeah, it's not loading. Damn, they killed it. It's one I used too. I was actually using it to archive stuff I wanted to watch, so go figure. I was gonna start getting through my watch list while I exercised, and now the website's dead. Looks like I'm finding a new one. Totally real website, not pirating whatsoever. You should watch Invincible. I've been keeping up through short form content of whatever they throw at me. I know the general gist of how the story's gone. I didn't want to sit through, I think, are they 20-minute episodes or 40 minutes? Either way, I didn't want to sit through the slideshows. I got tired of the slideshows in season 2 and 3. So I just kind of wait for the big fights, and then I fill myself in on the general plot line afterwards. Conquest fight with Mark was pretty good, though. The rematch. You know, fucking protein tubes with white sauce. That was pretty nice. The fights are amazing. The story is great. I just wish Amazon decided to give one of their best TV shows more budget. Because we all know Amazon is struggling financially. They really had to cut corners on the animation. They needed more money to make sure that fucking Alan is voiced by Seth Rogen, and that they had Optimus Prime and Megatron voicing Argyle and Thaddeus, because that's what we really need, is famous voice acting. I like the voice actors, don't get me wrong, but I would sacrifice the voice actors if you could slash their budget in half to make the animation a bit better. Then I'd actually watch the show in its entirety. Could be because they rushed it. No, I don't think they... See, if they rushed it, then the season that took like 4 years, like I think it was season 2 that took 4 years to complete, it wouldn't have looked so poopy. Are you supporting clankers as voice actors? What? No, I didn't say fucking AI. I said get rid of like all the famous voice actors that have a premium cost and just get normal voice actors. There's no reason that Okay, for example, Emperor Argyle has like 2 lines in the entire fucking show, and they had to go get the OG voice actor for goddamn Megatron because, oh hey, we got the OG voice actor for Optimus Prime. Like, no, you could have gotten any old man to voice it. You didn't need some kind of famous person that's going to take up extra money. But instead they're like, no, famous voice actor, we need it. Like, no, just go find like a crackhead homeless man that sounds old and have him voice it. I don't want clankers to take over. I just want fucking like general cheaper voice actors. Like, a voice actor's a good voice actor. They don't have to be paid billions. Like, the amount of money that I know that fucking rat bastard Seth Rogen is sucking from the budget just so they can have the funny alien do the I can't even do his laugh. Like, it kind of pisses me off, which sucks because Alan's a good character and Seth Rogen does a good job voicing him. But it's just too much money to be like throwing at voice acting when the one thing that makes animation good, the animation, is being left to rot. We're getting 3 to 5 more seasons, new season every year, allegedly. Now, if they are kind of rushing it in that sense, then, you know, that could mean... I'm not going to pretend like rushing doesn't reduce the quality of the television show. That being said, if fucking studios like MAPPA can make shit like Jujutsu Kaisen in a time crunch with way less resources at hand... Because let's be real, Amazon has fucking trillions of dollars if we account for everything underneath them, all their products and all that shit. $1 billion in the pockets of the man that owns the fucking thing. The company's huge. They can afford to pay like 50 more animators. Like, they can afford to have better animation. They are simply skipping, like, they're cutting corners when they don't have to. They'll cut corners on animation, but then, yeah, they're giving, like, at worst, $150K to Seth Rogen an episode. Like, imagine. $150,000 because you made a funny alien voice for, like, 30 minutes in a TV show. And 30 minutes is very generous. If it's 40-minute episodes, Alan is not talking for those whole 30 minutes. Like, if we were to put it into hours and how many times they had to retake the voices, I'd say Seth Rogen maybe put in 4 hours an episode. Right? 4 hours an episode, being paid at best $150K, is an absurd hourly rate, which is just wild. And I get it. He's famous. He doesn't do hourly. He gets paid, you know, fucking contract. That's still an absurd contract for the amount of time put in. Steven Yeun gets paid $200K per episode. Yeah, he's him and fucking Simons, you know, fucking Spider-Man. I forget his first name because I'm kind of dog shit at remembering names. They're the only 2 famous voice actors that I give a shit about staying in it, because at this point, if they swapped out those 2, it would just feel wrong, okay? J.K. Simmons. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Did I say Simons? My bad. But J.K. Simmons, great voice actor. He gets paid a lot. I know he does. You're taking a bunch from the budget, but he works as Omni-Man. Right? And that's Seth Rogen works as Alan. If I had to choose 3 voice actors that could not be changed and they had to stay the way they were, right? And then all the other ones got swapped out for cheaper voice actors, keeping Mark, fucking Omni-Man, and Alan the Alien. And then, I don't know if Cecil takes up a lot of money, whoever voices Cecil, but Cecil is also kind of important, but if you've been spoiled, he doesn't last much longer, so at this point, he may as well stay. Yeah, Thaddeus kind of got... Why the fuck is Debbie making $150K? Why? Who the fuck is voicing Debbie? Remember, this is USD, by the way. I gotta, like, change this to Canadian in my head. Debbie, Invincible. Who the fuck is voicing her? Sandra Oh and Victoria Keller. Known for her roles in Grey's Anatomy and Killing Eve, Oh has voiced the character since the show's premiere in 2021. That's it? Fucking Grey's Anatomy actor is getting $150,000 to play the mom character that's whole purpose in the show is being like good character, really good character. $150,000 per episode. What do you mean? What? How? How? These people are making more than some of the WNBA basketball players do in an entire year, and they do it per episode. Not saying that WNBA players should be paid more. I'm just saying it's fucking absurd how much more they're making, all things considered. Amber making $90K. How is Cecil $75K? Cecil's one of the actual enjoyable characters that actually, like, plays a large part. Amber makes sense too because, you know, she's gonna be there the entire time. $150K on Debbie is fucking absurd. Voice actors don't work a 9 to 5. Yeah, I get it. They don't work a 9 to 5. They're voice actors. They work off commission. It's just absurd. Did Amazon not bother to hassle down commission at all? Did one of them just throw out 150 grand and they were like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? And that's 150 grand per fucking episode. How much could Debbie possibly be saying per episode? Now, to be fair, Debbie's not in every episode. I don't think. This is the problem. I don't watch every episode. But fuck, man. Like, just the main cast alone, they're spending about $1 million. If I've done my guesstimation math. Yeah, there it is. 2.5 million to make. Absurd. I genuinely think they could get away with slashing all the voice actors, like, pay in half. And just throw it to animation. And it would be so much better. You want Debbie ASMR? Yeah, I get it, Cow. You're a horny bastard. You'll find your Debbie one day. Oh, man. It really sucks. I'm actually kind of passionate about this because Invincible is a great show. I fucking love Invincible. I was rocking that shit when it first came out. The first season, I watched that shit episode per episode. Back to back. I loved it. So why in the fuck do I have to watch the show with the backing of Amazon? Thank you, Kimbo, for the money. Speaking of Omni-Man. But man. We both know if they cut money on voice actors, they won't put it into the animation. I know, but I can be wishful in my thinking, okay? I can hope. I can have dreams. How you doing, Kimbo? I saw your status notification because every time I open up my phone and I have a notification on Discord, but no messages, I know it's you changing your status on Discord, so I have to go see what your new status is. How are your 12-hour shifts going? How's that? You run ragged yet? Not bad? Okay. Well, you're not working as like a nurse thing anymore, so it can't be as bad as whatever that was. So good for you. So I have to go check something. See, my stream alerts, that should have been changed to a different one. So I'm wondering if my subscriber alerts are swapped between... I'm confused. Wait, what? Is this just for gifted? Subscriber alerts, right? And then I go here. These settings apply to new subscribers that aren't gifted. Okay. Can I set it to not new subscribers? Confused. Variation. Oh, I see. I have to swap it here too. Set video, submit. This one. Can I choose this one? Sorry, I wanted to make sure this was working. How long do I have my other one set for? I'm just gonna save this and go check this one. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again because I'm super bad at fucking handling this shit. Alert duration is 3.5 seconds. 3.5. And the audio's at 15% so I don't blow my eardrums out. I'll change it in the future to keep the Omni-Man one around too. Just wanted to do that. My job as MSA legit made me a complete mental breakdown. Yeah, no, I don't ever want to go into medical field. I don't know how you put up with that. A girl with no eyes and no nose will come out of your closet and I'm gonna watch a VHS tape and fucking Sadako or whichever character, whichever one was of age, is gonna crawl out and do unspeakable things to me. To where I had to take to where I had to take over a week off after a psychiatrist gave me a note after talking with me. Do you think your employers ever felt bad knowing that they were driving people to fucking psychotic breaks? Do you think they go to bed at night going, we're doing a good job? My friend put a shotgun in his mouth yesterday. Thankfully, he couldn't bring himself to load it. God damn. Well, I'm glad he's okay. You know, no one should Kurt Cobain themselves. It's not a good idea. Well, Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself, but there's no evidence or enough proof to prove that his girlfriend did it, but we all know he didn't do it, but we're just gonna call it a Kurt Cobain anyway. But yeah, don't Cobain yourself. You got plenty of things to live for. And if you don't have anything to live for, just treat life like it's a video game and see how long you can last and rack up a high score, because who knows, maybe by the time you do die, you get to the end screen and there's a whole score thing, and the better score you get is the better place you get in heaven or some shit. Who knows? It's not worth the risk. Just live your life, even if it sucks. Easy for me to say, but I have nothing else. I don't want people killing themselves. I think it's just my anxiety and being around a hospital environment for 12 hours not mix well. Yeah, it's fair. As long as you're chilling now. High score is a term used for kill counts. What? No. What do you mean? What are you talking about? There's plenty of video games out there where high score doesn't have anything to do with killing. Have you ever played a game that doesn't involve killing? What do you mean? Motherfucker's never played Animal Crossing. Your Grayson is laying in your lap, is he? I don't think I'm in your lap. Is that your cat? How's the kitty doing? I think whatever animal it is, how's it doing? What did I leave off with? I got single mom, I got toothless. I guess I don't even have to check, it's down at the bottom, but we got single mom, we got toothless. Got motherfucking Megzilla, Dust Bunny, and Goonlith in Discord mod. I have to send you a picture of Nemo and you judge. Trust me, every picture you send of Nemo, I judge. And I judge it harshly because Nemo is a creature who needs to be put into a mental hospital. Alright, let's see. Staring into your soul, he's absorbing your sins, he's letting you go to heaven. That's what's going on with that. Alright, shit, what do I do from here? This is what happens when you leave a game with a very ambiguous story progression and you don't play for a week. Is it true Invincible director hired expensive voice actors just to hang out with them instead of putting it to animation? I don't know about that. I don't know what the actual reasoning is behind the obsession with famous voice actors. It could be that, it could just be a lot of Hollywood nowadays loves signing on the same voice actors, all these rich people, for shock value, Hollywood value. What is it? It's like star power, right? It's like always getting motherfucking Tom Cruise to do your action movies. Like, oh my god, it's gotta be a good action movie. Tom Cruise is in it. Don't you guys love Tom Cruise? Oh my god, Vin Diesel, he's such a cool guy. It's like, okay, cool. Hey guys, look, we got The Rock in our movie. Isn't that awesome? Don't you guys love The Rock? He's so famous. I don't care. Fuck off. Sleep with both eyes open. So if Nemo eats one, you still got the other to see him. Alright. I think I have to go dive to the bottom of the ocean or some shit. What do I do from here? Alright, Google Guide. Yeah, go ahead, draw me pregnant. Pregnant? I don't care. Stop teeing magma at the space center, get dive from Steven, and proceed to Route 128 and yeah, okay, yeah. So I do have to just go dive. Do any of my Pokemon have dive? Just staring at your soul next to your head. He's just making sure no one else gets your soul. He's staking his claim. You just let him be, he probably won't hurt you. Keeping the demons away, so no competition. Alright, where is Route 28? Why am I so zoomed in? What the hell? 128 is down here. So I guess I'm diving here. I wonder. Let me check the Pokénav. I should have a couple of encounters coming up. Because this is 27, this is 124, so I haven't done 127. I haven't done 128, and then I can go hit 129, 130, 131, Pacifilog, and then 132, 133, and 134. Or 134 I've already gotten. I think, did I get 134? God damn, there's so many routes down here that are all just water. You've been playing Tamagotchi Life, living the dream so much. It's so fun. My sister wants me to pirate it for her, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. Or acquire legally. I'm playing a Nintendo game. I can't be caught lacking. Acquired through totally legal means. Alright. Route 127. New encounter time. Don't you Mike stare me. I'm innocent so far. We got the Lax, the big man. You wouldn't dare. No look into Nemo if you don't fucking watch yourself. Good job, single mom. Time to set out the Discord mod. Alright, so obviously, if this is Discord mod, this is Reddit mod, right? If I catch this, what do I name it? Because I'm thinking Reddit mod. Where are the Pokeballs? This one's gonna take a bit. I know its catch rate is not great. Get in the ball. I just realized this is gonna be a pain in the ass because it probably has rest. I hate catching Pokemon that can reset their status and heal themselves. It's never fun. Oh, never mind, it was fun. Alright, well, we already got Discord mods, so... But he's a big guy. Are there any other degenerate platforms that are known for being larger? What are some, like, stereotypes for big old chuds? Kick? Hey, you watch yourself. I'm streaming on Kick right now. And YouTube, and Twitch, and who knows, maybe I'll go Facebook Live at this point. Why stop there? Just go to all the platforms. Go to all of them. What in the fuck was I saying? Oh, cute cat. Aw. I can only see the back of it, but that's a happy kitty. Your cat, Articuno, seems to really want Doritos. It's staring right at that bag down there. Do you feed it Doritos? If you don't, that's animal abuse. It clearly wants Doritos. You have to give it the Doritos. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Redditor. You know what? No, Reddit mod is still better. Heal thy burgers. For thy burgers have sinned. I had a chicken... I had Mary Brown's Merry Mondays today. Always goes hard. I love my Merry Mondays. I love getting a $5 chicken sandwich for, well, $5. Alright, I got my encounter, so I'm throwing, well, I think I'm gonna show up on Route 128 soon. So I'll just chillax. I should pick up some more Great Balls. I have a Mary Brown's not even a minute from your house. You don't have to rub it in. I have to drive like 10 minutes. Alright, 128. Fight this real quick. This thing only knows Sketch. This Pokemon sucks. I love my Smeargle on PokeMMO. Probably my most used Pokemon right now, in all honesty, when I'm trying to make money. What in the hell are these emotes, Kimbo? Where the hell do you get these? What witchcraft have you been doing outside of my streams? Are these from a fucking streamer from 07? Is this a goddamn fetus streamer? I'm 07. How old would an 07 be right now? They're 4 years younger than me. They'd be, what, 19? Goddamn fetuses, man. I could never be 19. Unacceptable. Alright, where's the dive spot? This looks... yeah, this looks about right. How do you just get random subs? I don't get it. Like, I don't watch Twitch very often, so I don't get into raids, but like, what have you been doing? What have you been doing? Can I, undive now? Yeah, I almost never get subs, but at the same time, I'm not really someone who watches, streams. Like, I only watch Joseph when he goes live, and on occasion, in the blue moon where Fudge isn't busy and he finds time to stream, I watch. Alright, Seafloor Cavern. New encounter! New encounter! I didn't, is there an encounter down here? There should be. Alright, what do I get? 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 I can't remember if I caught a Pidgeotto. Fuck. I guess I'll catch it. I'm pretty sure I have a Pidgeotto, but the last time I thought I had a Pokemon from the evolutionary line, so I ran away to go check. I did not have a Pokemon from the line, so I couldn't Dupes Closet, and I just gave up on an encounter, so I'll take it. It's a Pokemon that I haven't caught in this form yet. So at the bare minimum, it's another Pokemon for the fuel in case I lose some. Well, are you like lurking in streams that just like go around and like raid into each other? Because that's the only way I can think of. Discord mod Aura, I love him. Look at his little curly hair. He's such a handsome boy. Only he treated women online a little bit better, but you know, we gotta love him as he is. Never watched them in my life, even from raids. Never have seen their channel before. Damn. I'm just gonna chalk it up to the perks of being a woman on the internet. What do I name this stupid thing? Well, wait. No, I'm trying to think. Is there a name of a bird from a TV show? Nemo. It's a goddamn bird. What do you mean, name it Nemo? If I find, like, Garfield or something, I'll name it Nemo. You're a bird? Oh, thank you. That's a great reminder. D. If you guys have ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you'll know why I'm naming this thing D. I love It's Always Sunny. I always watch a couple episodes, like, every couple of days. Big Bird? Sorry, I already named it. Big Bird would have been nice too, though. The fuck? Hipster hair? What, you talking about me? It said, you need Rock Smash. You need to have HMs on your team. You need to give up slots. Alright, who's learning Rock Smash? Toothless, do you have anything useless on you? You already got Strength, but I have another Pokemon with Strength, but I'd have to go to a move relearner. Fuck it, we're getting rid of Water Gun. It hurts putting another HM onto my starter, but they... Oh, hipster hair for the... Okay, makes sense. I named it D because in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they always pick on D, the twin sister. They call her a bird because apparently she's got like freakishly big feet or something. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna guess Nemo. Yeah, Nemo's probably doing pretty good. That's good to hear, though. Hopefully whatever happened to you doesn't come back. That genuinely did not sound fun at all to go through. I'm not looking forward to having any kind of conditions. It's one of the reasons why I picked up my hour walks a day now with my fucking treadmill I bought. I bought a walking pad that I can just put under my desk so I can raise my screen up to my face and walk for an hour while watching TV. I know. Real fucking housewife move there, if you know what I'm talking about. All those fucking housewives running on their treadmills in front of the TV. But hey, it gets me active, and hopefully it helps me slim down a little, work on some just general heart strength. I don't want to be a sick, decrepit person when I'm older. Under 85, nice! It's actually pretty decent. But yeah, so I've been going at like 3 miles an hour normally. I'll like when there's about 5 minutes left, I'll either bump it up to 4 or 5 miles an hour, but I'll be walking 3 miles an hour for an hour. I'll probably bump it up to 3.5 or 4 sometime soon and just keep that consistent. But did it take 3 different blood medications? Heart was hungry. Yum 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 pills. I love pills. They taste so good and yummy. They look tasty. They look like Mike and Ike's. I love Mike and Ike's. One of them tastes like chalk. Did you have to chew it? If it tasted bad, I would have just swallowed it whole. I wouldn't have bothered to even chew that bastard. Where the hell am I? Nope, gotta swallow it? Yeah, well, I get you have to swallow it, but I asked if you had to chew it. Because if you don't have to chew it, then just fucking down the hatch, you know? No bother in even tasting the thing. Alright, let's do some thinking here. Some thinking. I don't think there's a way I can do that, because I can only push that up. I can't push that rock, which means my only option for this rock is to push it. I figured it out. But it gets stuck sometimes because it's so chalky. Oh, yeah, that doesn't help, does it? I think that water down there lets me out. Can't really tell. Yeah, okay. Let's see. It's been a while since I've done this puzzle. This one just sends me back. So... guess this is my only option. Yep. Alright. And then... no. Maybe... it just sends me back to this one. It's been a while since I've had to take pills or anything. Oh, well, I never actually took pills. I always had tablets. Like, not actual medication, like prescribed. The most I've ever had is aspirin. But, you know, Buckley's doesn't taste too good, but I'll stomach that whenever I got a stuffy nose. I'd rather have yucky medicine than runny nose. Well, you know, tiny means out of sight, out of mind. No biggie. Seriously? I don't know, but my sister's kind of a wimp about Buckley's too. I don't get it. Like, it honestly doesn't even taste horrible. It's just bitter. Like, really bitter. You fucking take a spoonful of Buckley's and then you, like, wash down with a bit of water and you're chilling. It is not that bad. Like, I'm not saying it's pleasant, but it— oh, for fuck's sakes! No! Stop throwing me Reggie Giguses! Please! It's gonna fucking blow up. It's gonna bomb me! What do I even do here? See, Toothless survives, so I just swap. But I don't want to swap into Mechzilla, because it has a fighting type move. I know it has superpower. But if I go into Goonlith, it's not going to get intimidated. Goonlith might survive. Keyword is might. Oh, god damn it. God damn these. Why couldn't you be an Articuno or something? Why do you have to be like a nuke? Why am I looking at Fat Man right now? I'm glad they're in pill form now. Buckley's does pills? Really? Buckley's mixture tastes famously terrible because it's formulated with potent ingredients like ammonium carbonate, menthol, pine needle oil, and camphor to prioritize effectiveness over flavor. The company deliberately kept it this harsh formula using the slogan "Tastes awful and it works" to make its intense, fast-acting medicine price. I'm not saying it tastes good. I'm just saying, you know, might be a little wimpish to say that it's really, really bad. You know. All I'm saying is that it's 100% stomachable. It does not taste like death. I am a user of the product. I'm not saying it's good, but I think we're being a little overzealous about it. Nah, I can handle my Buckleys. I'll take it over being sick. Volbeat is not electric? Well, more Buckleys for me. I'll chug it. I'll chug it before I let myself have a runny nose for a couple of days. Buckley's has saved me on a numerous amount of occasions. Is that all the Totodile knows is Scary Face, or is this thing like magically choice banded into Scary Face? Also, Cow, if you're listening, yes, I see your message on YouTube. I'm not gonna fucking respond to you asking me to play High on Life. No, I will not play the Rick and Morty game. The guns, they talk and make noise, and they say jokes, and they sometimes make poop humor. Oh, it's the one thing that's 4 times resistant to fire. That kind of sucks. Screw it. Tastes awful. I'm not saying it tastes good, but awful is not a word I'd use to describe it. I've had worse tasting, like, milk than I've had Buckley's. It is not good, but I've also genuinely had worse tasting food than Buckley's. This puzzle always stumped me as a kid, but now that I'm an adult and not like a dirty little mouth-breathing child, I'm gonna regret this because I'm obviously gonna fuck it up somehow. I did it. I did it! First try. I only had to use all of my brain. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe you've just not had that much bad stuff then. I don't know. Maybe I just... Yippee! Oh, why is that so small? Another Subway sandwich. Thank you, Floppy. I will make sure your Subway sandwich... Hey, wait a minute! That's Twitch Prime. You didn't spend that money. How you doing, man? It's been a bit. Is this our, like, 2-month reunion again? How you doing? Hope you've been doing swell with whatever gimmick you've been going on with. You still rocking the, what were you doing? You were doing DoorDash last I checked. You know what, honestly, yeah, Bezo Bucks are worth a lot. I love my Bezo Bucks. Alright, good night, Kimbo. Sleep tight. Enjoy your 12 hours. Alright, time to beat this stank-ass pirate. Now, what are the odds he's rocking something scary? Okay. Oh, the bell. The tacos, they're about to take you out. Yo, can you do me a favor and send me a Baja Blast? I've never had one and my buddy swears on them. Dog, you haven't had a day off in 18 days? How? Fucker, are you using super potions mid-battle? No honor on some of these trainers, I swear. Yeah, no, dog. 18 days working fucking fast food and they don't give you a break is kind of wild. Oh, fuck off. This thing has recover. Alright, we gotta go one-shot it. I don't think this thing has anything scary. Get in there. Just gonna blow it up with water attacks. So what? Safeguard, Gust, Recover. What's its last move? Fucking Fissure? What am I dealing with here? Don't you fucking dare think about using Recover. They keep scheduling me for these super stupid shifts that don't add up to good hours, so legally they can just keep reaming my asshole with a totem pole of management. That's an unfortunate way to describe it, but I don't think there's a better way to describe it, so I'm sorry for your loss. So, is there any chance you become the manager and then you can force some unfortunate soul to do that instead? Is there any chance of escape? It's like 4-hour shifts some days, so as long as I'm not getting overtime, they just keep fingering me with unmanicured nails. Jesus. Getting fucking finger blasted. Ah, fuck it, let Toothless just have the hat trick. Watch this dumbass Cleffa do something absolutely absurd and one-shot me. Okay, we're chilling. Yes, I am a trainer, and I use potions, because I am a bitch-made asshole. Besides the sweet release, we're talking about Baja Blast, right? That's the sweet release. A nice, syrupy drink of Baja. You know, I know everyone talks about this. Why the fuck did Archie think that the water legendary Pokemon that is blue responds to the red orb? Got the blast part right, damn. Baja all over the walls. Jesus Christ. You'll survive the taco trenches, trust me. You got this, man. Why did Kyogre disappear? You used the fucking red orb on the blue orb. It's raining! Oh, so I think the next part I have to do is go to Sky Tower. I can't remember. Do I have to catch the Rayquaza? Okay, I guess I'm going to Suitopolis. It's not like the job market is really forgiving anywhere, especially with gas costing me 180 every check just to get to and from work for the 2 weeks till next paydays. We live in a society type shit. I love society. Society is so cool. Can we have 2 societies? Like an upper class and a lower class? That would be so cool. I think everyone would love that. it'll either the bubbles will burst and shit will get better, or anarchy happens at some point. And you know what? I think we'll find we'll survive. Did I ever catch something on 126? No, I didn't. Alright, new encounter. Changed my priorities from a work-life balance to being a poor and being happy ratio. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Poor people can have fun. They can do it. Alright, what's my encounter? Aww. Adorable. One of the shittiest starters. It gets a cool mega evolution. I don't get to use that. It's dead, isn't it? Okay, no, it's not. I don't think I can trust a bite, though. Yeah, I needed a grass type, so maybe somehow a Chikorita doesn't suck for my team. Meganium might be the play, who knows? You dirty little... you're lucky it's raining. You stop that healing shenanigans right this instant. That being said, synthesis when I'm using it might actually kind of be great. I'm gonna take a chance, swap into single mom, and hope a bite doesn't kill it. I don't think anything here is not killing it outside of that. How do I balance out my happiness? I've been going for hour-long walks, and let's be real, I probably just crank it until I'm happy. I don't know. Genuinely, I don't really have much advice here. I kind of just go day-to-day type shit. Sometimes I kind of just shoot up in the middle of the night with, like, in a small... I don't know what to call it. Is it kind of a panic attack? I don't know. Middle of the night, not even middle, just when I'm trying to fall asleep, sometimes my brain will throw something at me and it scares the fuck out of me, and I'm sitting there like, oh my god, holy shit, I gotta get my life together. But I kind of just push that away, and then I think about the stuff I want to do, and that kind of ties me over. I just think about the shit I want to do and how I'm gonna do it. I focus more on the projects than the suffering. What do I name this thing? Leek. Wait, no, is it leek? How do you spell leek like the vegetable? Is it L-E-E-K, or is it... It's L-E-E-K, right? I don't know. I live a very loser life. Let's not beat around the bush. We all know how I live. It's just a matter of, I guess... I don't know. I just kind of don't think about it. And I try not to think about it. If I spelt this wrong, I spelt this wrong. Who cares? Ah, fuck. I didn't mean to go for a fight. I guess your question was more about how I balance it. I don't think I answered your question very good there. My bad, man. If I had to say balance it, I force myself to be relatively active so I don't end up on my 600-pound life, because if I end up on my 600-pound life, I will genuinely be suicidal. You start going on walks then or something. The past 3 months I've just worked, had a shit diet, and went to bed at 8 p.m. to get to work in the morning, so my life just kind of shit the bed. I may have peaked or something, though. Nah, you're too young to have peaked, man. You got plenty of time still to figure out what's going on. I know it's rich coming from me and how you're a year older, but I like to stay optimistic. That's another thing that's helpful. Optimism. Even if you don't believe it, just say that everything will be okay, and maybe you'll trick yourself into thinking it. And sometimes it works. There's nothing inherently wrong. Like, I'm not lying by saying it gets better. It does get better. Just could be when you're 40. But, real shit, jokes aside, walks are actually great. It helps me get my, like, I can think about stuff, get some stuff sorted in my head as I'm walking, gives me time to sit down and relax. Well, not sit, I guess. But I can get through some shows, enjoy them, feel like I'm still being productive and knowing I'm doing something to make myself better. And just tiring yourself out physically helps when you're mentally tired as well. If you can balance being mentally and physically tired, it's not bad. I've been doing, for the past 3 days, an hour every day on my little walking treadmill right in front of my monitor, and I go for 3 miles an hour, and sometimes I'll bump it up to fucking 4 or 5 miles an hour when there's like 5 minutes left. Like, obviously I'm easing into it. I'm gonna make it a little bit more intense in the next couple of days. I tried to do 4 miles today. I went for half an hour, right? But I bumped the speed up more to make up for the little time I was doing, because I wanted to stream. Anyway, I don't know why I'm being so fucking awkward and autistic about this. Go for walks, it's good for you. Really helps you get your head straight. Who am I meeting? I will say, I think what's helped me do walking more, ironically enough, is the not going outside part. I don't think this is for everyone, but for me, I was just getting tired of going on walks with nothing to do. I'd walk a loop, get stared at by the neighbors, and then I'd feel weird, and then I stopped wanting to do it. Now I just have this walking pad that I can use right in front of my shit, my computer, so I can be an iPad baby. I can watch my TV shows, and I still have fun. And I make sure I'm staying healthy. So I'd recommend getting like a cheap, like $150 walking pad off Amazon or something, if you can splurge for it. That's what I did. I don't think my current problems are going to be permanent. Like, I know this is going to pass. In 5 years, Taco Bell might not even exist for all we know, but it's so much easier to just accept that it's going to get worse before it gets anywhere near a blue sky day, and it's so much harder to hold out what could be years for something that can never come when a federal round slug is $250. Yeah, it's ammunition talk, and I don't really know much about that, but yeah. No, I get you. It's harder to be optimistic than it is to be pessimistic, and there's nothing wrong with pessimism, because you're not wrong either. Shit could very well just as get worse as it could get better. Flip of the coin type shit, you know? Oh, yeah, I get ya. Little grim, but yeah, I understand what you mean. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with being pessimistic. Just don't let it get too far. Don't let your pessimism make you Baja Blast yourself. The upside to being pessimistic is that when it gets better, you're pleasantly surprised, right? You think everything's gonna be dog shit, you're chilling, you're like, oh man, this sucks. And then all of a sudden it gets better, you're sitting there and it's a pleasant surprise. Versus optimism, sure, if everything goes good, you were right. But if it goes wrong for me, I'm sitting there like saying, oh, it was supposed to be perfect, what the fuck, what happened? And then I'm more depressed than you'd be. I'm setting myself up for failure, and you're setting yourself up for surprise. I don't know. I think it's okay to be pessimistic, though. I can understand why some people don't like being around pessimistic people. I can understand that it's frustrating to hear someone being a negative Nancy for like the entire time, but life has always been miserable on Earth. This isn't a fucking new thing. Maybe there was a good period of time for like 40 years in the States before the 2000s, but everyone's always had problems. People acting now that being pessimistic is like a stupid thing is just ignorant. As if there hasn't been thousands to millions of years of human suffering beforehand. Pessimism is kind of just realism. Alright, I have to go to the Sky Tower. I have to go see the big snake in the sky. Ugh, god damn it. Which way am I going? I'm gonna fly out here. Where is Sky Tower? Must be, is it this one? I can't remember, whatever. I'm just gonna go get my encounters. I want my Pokemon. I like how this stream's just gotten depressing. Am I on the right route? Yeah, I am. And I don't think I caught anything here, because I'm technically still in Slayport. I would have had to end up here. So we got 134. I'm not saying this shit is just going to keep getting worse, because mathematically the average person does have a lot more insignificant days than detrimental days. So either way, in the end, if you don't Baja Blast yourself, then it just averages out to a life that was more good than okay than bad. Fair. Also, I can't go this way, which means I have to... Whatever, fine. I'm just gonna get my encounter. Give me my encounter. Give me encounter. Encounter now. Me encounter. Hey, that's cool. But yeah, no. Unless you're like terminally ill, Baja Blasting yourself is never worth it. And I'll go further and say if fucking homeless people are able to live out there without doing it, I personally wouldn't do it myself, because if those motherfuckers can live another day, I'm not being shown up by a homeless person. I am not being outgrinded by a fucking crack-addicted homeless man. You bitch! You bitch! Well, there goes my encounter. Alright, we're going to Sutopolis. We're gonna get our Sutopolis encounter. Treating life competitively now. I will outlast the homeless people. It really is just as bad as it is right now, just with less drugs. Oh, damn. It's not great. Do I not have a better rod? I do. Give me a high level Magikarp. Well, obviously it wouldn't be a Magikarp. What do you mean it got away? I pressed that button immediately. Don't play these games with me. What do you mean it got away? I'm pressing the button! I'm pressing A button. Button A. A button press. Give me fish. Fish now. Fish gimme give. What was that? I'd have to press it 3 times. Hey, a Swinub. Look at this stupid little guy. You're gonna be an awesome Piloswine, but since your evolution's not in this game, you're gonna suck absolute balls. Isn't that awesome? Go to sleep. Ugh. I'm naming this one John Pork. Maybe I give John Pork a chance. He might not be a Mamoswine, but an Ice Ground type might not be the worst Pokemon to have on my team, especially a bulky one. Bulk and Ice doesn't go in the same sentence, I know, but give me a chance. Alright, John Pork, reporting for duty. Do I swap up my team right now? I don't think Megzilla's doing anything. I don't want to jinx it though, but Megzilla just kind of sits there. Like, it's got good defense, but it gets mopped up by fighting in earth or ground. I guess I can Iron Tail stuff and Headbutt stuff. Ah, whatever. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Megzilla is the sack if I need to sack something. Alright, let's go find that dumbass Rayquaza. Where's Uncle Ray Ray? Oh, I added some new sound bites to my soundboard. Sorry, I just had to make sure it was working. But hold on, let me go grab the new one. I've been getting this meme on my fucking Instagram feed a shit ton recently, and so have my buddies, and we were cackling about this last night. Oh, it's actually really quiet. Hold on, let me turn it up. I didn't realize how quiet it was. I'm not sure you guys... You probably heard it. Hold on. Let's bump that a good bit. Why is it so quiet? Okay, whatever. You guys can hear it. I know you can hear Mr. Tyson. I don't know if there's any other new ones that I got since I last showed you guys. Pretty sure there hasn't been. There's this dude that comes into our store with the name Chad Thunder. He showed me his ID one time, and his debit card also says Chad Thunder, so he always puts his name on for an order as Chad Thundercock, but he gets a pass because it's just putting the word cock on the end of his own name. Okay, so the real question is, did he legally change his name? Or is he actually named Chad Thunder? Because that also implies that there are other people out there with the last name Thunder. And that's like a fucking wild last name. Motherfuckers are screwing around with Zeus. Or Odin, sorry, I fucking forgot. It's Odin, Thor, or wait, no, it's Thor, Odin's, whatever, I can't remember. The Thundercocks? What a nice family, man. Bro's living the life that I wish I could have. Why would you rile me? Just making this take longer now. Single Mom has probably been one of my better new Pokemon. It's unfair to show me a Swablu. That's fucked up. They know what they're doing. Ugh. Lost my boy. I gotta get more people that watch my streams with headphones on, man. I really want to use that soundbite a lot more. You know, if it's legal to sell my body, I mean, yeah, it's called OnlyFans. They turned prostitution legal, and they put it on the internet, and now it's considered empowering somehow. So yeah, you go sell it for fucking online points, I guess. Have fun. I could have had a scissor. Fuck you. More like labor? I mean, hey, labor's still decent. I don't think I caught anything on 129. Furthest I've been is 128. Ooh, hello, Nuzlocke champion. You better not have fucking Tailwind, or, Whirlwind. You best not. I've been contemplating. I wouldn't mind being a laborer. Well, I know my back would mind it after a couple of days of labor, but shutting your brain off and just kind of fucking doing your job. But the problem is you shut your brain off and then your brain gets shut off permanently because you weren't paying attention, and now you got a spike through your head. So, but if you're lucky, you can be a laborer for a while, work your ass off, make good money, and probably survive. I just don't know how to become a laborer, because I'm not sure about the whole thing. I look online for job offers and shit, right? To see what jobs are around, see what shit I could pick up. There's never any like online things looking for workers or physical guys. Somehow my dad finds people to work for labor though, so there's gotta be a way. I gotta like look at the newspaper or some shit. Seems like all the good invention ideas are all gone. I've seen Instagram thread ads for DMT carts and seen real Instagram ads for snortable nootropic stimulants. There are new innovations. They're all just like extremely advanced technology now. I do think we've gotten past the age where the everyday man could make something new and innovative, because now we've gone through and made most of like the common stuff, and we're just left waiting for new breakthroughs in technology and waiting for other people with like big old brains to figure out some science shit. And then people can put that tech to use. So we gotta wait a couple of years before some new crazy tech comes out that revolutionizes something. But even then, mega corporations are gonna jump on it before the everyday man can. So you're not wrong. Innovation's kind of gone out the window now for rank and file people. It's not impossible, but it's not as easy as it was like 60 years ago to come up with an idea and sell it. I'll name it Big Bird for Kimbo. But on the topic of your ads for DMT and shit, you guys remember the galaxy gas epidemic? Why am I right in the path? I've had the same idea. I never realized how hard it is to find labor jobs, even sacrificing all safety aspects and going door to door to offer lifting stuff for someone. It's still very unlikely to find work. Yeah, I swear. How do you find it? Other jobs will have online listings and stuff that you can like sign up for and all that shit. But labor jobs, it seems like you just have to wait outside of a Home Depot and pretend to have a Spanish accent. How the fuck do I land one? Do I go up to the town hall and go, hey, I'm young and relatively fit, let me lift some product for you or something? What do I do? How do I find this stuff out? The only way I've seen my dad get labor jobs is having connections with people he knows. Is the only way to get into labor having connections? I'm thinking that's the only way for, like, my small town, but it might not be the same for everyone. Maybe towns that are more actively growing don't have this issue. Fuck off, Shuckle. But yeah, and back to this though. I saw a thing recently talking about Galaxy Gas and how fast the trend died. But it's fucking wild to me how people will just do new drug ideas without even thinking about it. They'll just, no caution at all. They just do it. Like, again with the Galaxy Gas. It was the hot new thing until that kid sucked down, like, an entire thing of Galaxy Gas, lobotomized himself, and died promptly after. Then all of a sudden, all the Galaxy Gas goofers were like, ooh, that wasn't very good. New route, by the way. The only labor job I've ever gotten an interview for was a data analyst for... Hi, Celebi. You're gonna be gone for 8 weeks at a time, but paid $22 an hour. See, that pay might genuinely be worth it. But camp jobs and jobs where you have to be away for long periods of time are also not fun, so I don't blame you for not taking it. My dad would do camp jobs that would fly him out to like Saskatchewan and stuff from where we're at, and while it paid the bills, obviously, adds a whole new level of difficulty when you don't have someone at home. Do not crit, do not confuse. Do not crit, do not confuse. Do not use recover, I swear to God. I will... Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you live the dive, you don't die. Alright? You can chill. And I will catch it. If it dies, then I don't get a Celebi. Oh, it's not dead. That's a surprise. I was actually expecting it to die. Good thing I didn't go for surf. Alright, what are the odds I don't miss the hypnosis and I don't have to watch it recover? Oh, it's safeguarded. That doesn't help. Alright, I'm just throwing Pokeballs for now, I guess. Not opposed to labor work, though. My ideal work shift I've ever had was 5:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. or if it was a Friday, it was until the job was done. Wow, that was an easy catch. I don't know if the catch rates are changed. I'll take it, though. Yeah, no, like, same here. I'm not opposed to construction. I've worked a little bit of construction, again, through connections from my dad when I was, like, pretty young for a summer job. I actually don't mind it, because for the most part, it's nothing crazy. If you're not a specialist, you're just the labor monkey running around carrying shit to people. You're tossing up beams and fucking shingles and stuff. You're not really doing any of the precision work, you know? You might hammer in some nails that they trust you with. And it's not easy work. It's pretty hard work. It's back-breaking work. But the whole idea that you don't really need to be anything outside of physically fit and relatively competent seems kind of nice. I like the idea of not having to be a specialized person and still make, like, a living. Honestly, I don't mind getting the Celebi over the Gardevoir. But yeah, no. I just hate the idea of being expected to do some kind of secondary schooling. I like the idea of not having to sell away, you know, being a fucking human being to a school that overcharges you. That's why I think construction's cool. My entire life I've been told, go to college, you have to go to college, college is the best thing, and it's like, no it's not. No it's not. Got motherfuckers going to college and coming out with degrees and then still working at McDonald's. Now they're just in debt. They might get a good job down the line. I'm not taking that risk though. Not into it. I will take secondary schooling for something labor to specialize, right? I will gladly do some kind of labor class to be an electrician or a plumber or a carpenter, because those only take like 4 months, 6 months sometimes, and most of the time you get to learn on the job and still get paid as an apprentice. College is like 5 years to specialize for something that you don't even know if it's going to be in demand by the time you get out. That shit is a scam. God damn it. Now that being said, obviously people need to go to college or else we're going to stop having doctors and shit, and those are kind of important. I'm not trying to say people that go to college are like suckers. Well, no, some of them are suckers. If you're going to college and you're spending all kinds of fucking money and you're going for an art degree or some kind of gender study, like, if that is your main major, you are mismanaging your money, all right? It's got to be said. If you take that as like a secondary thing, like in your off time, smart move, okay? Maybe not smart, but like, you know, you're doing your main major, you're having fun, cool. If you're going out there and you're doing your main major around something that genuinely has 0 job offerings and you can tell that there are 0 job offerings, again, art majors and like gender study majors, why are you even going to college? What are you studying for? I think being able to make people pay like thousands of dollars, is this my first encounter on this route? I think it is. Oh wait, I caught a Clamperl! This evolves from Clamperl, I don't have to catch it. I spent $8,000 on 4 certifications at college, just ended up making back $2,000 and then having to pay back $6,000 anyway, so I ended up 4K in debt that took 4 years to pay off. Yeah, see, like, not worth it, man. And people will get scammed into doing that shit for a degree that'll genuinely never pay money. Like I was saying, I think it needs to be illegal to make like super expensive classes like that. There's no reason for there to be degrees in studies and shit for a like degree in gender studies or art studies, because sadly the reality is even if you're interested in it, they're never gonna net you any money. It's just predatory. They're taking advantage of you. They teach you pretty much nothing, and then you pay them like a shitload. And then you're stuck in the same position, jobless, working at McDonald's. Let's not pretend that colleges aren't as predatory, if not more predatory, that mega corporations are. If people hate Amazon because of how they treat their workers, people should also hate how college and university work. Because they've monetized people's futures, and instead of teaching them properly and giving them what it's worth, they overcharge you and charge you for shit that shouldn't cost, like, anything. Like, I was talking with my mom today about something similar. I think therapy as a general thing nowadays is a scam. Because therapists, bless their souls, I get it, they're doing a job that normally, like, on paper, is to make people better. The problem is if you're a therapist, but you don't care about being a therapist, you care about the money, you lose money when you fix people's conditions, when you make them feel better. They stop showing up. It's a conflict of interest. So if you're trying to make money by being a therapist, you're incentivized to not give people the proper care and attention they need, or what they're paying for. You give them lackluster advice, or wrong advice, or just advice that sounds nice but isn't actually functional, and they keep coming back. The therapist is like, if a therapist wants to min-max making money, the best thing they can do for themselves is to keep you in an eternal loop of not sad enough to off yourself, but just sad enough to keep coming back. And that's why I think therapy as a current business model is just, you know, their conflict of interest. They say they want to make you feel better, but if they make you feel better, they don't get paid. Also, personal training certification through the National Army of Sports Medicine with a specialization in nutrition, a phlebotomy tech certification, all of which are seemingly relevant in the real world. Also, never got a chance to use those certifications. Even though I had to do 2 years of internships at a hospital and never got a job with said experience. That sucks, man. With a degree, you're fucked. Without a degree, you're fucked. Enjoy your degrees, guys. They're really helpful. What is Mr. Waterman doing here? Oh, dog, it's a scam pretty much everywhere Western nowadays. Like Canada, the UK. I have not heard anything good about current Western secondary education. Or further education. I think secondary is high school. No, high school's primary, right? I can't remember. Alright, Sky Pillar encounter. Pretty sure stuff spawns here. But I've been saying college has been a scam for a long time now. That's not saying that it's pointless to go to college. There are genuinely things you need to go to college for a degree. What I'm saying is that they're out to get you and they're overcharging the fuck out of you, and I'd rather just not deal with it. I don't have any aspirations to be a doctor or a lawyer or some kind of like super intelligent field guy. If you want to do that stuff, yes, you still have to go to college. I just want people to be aware that college is trying to bend them over and fuck them for all their money's worth, and that they should be ready for the very likely circumstance that college just does them dirty. I think that's something people mistake. They mix up. Like, most people are saying college is a scam not because they think college is pointless, but because college just does not properly handle how they give out degrees. They force a bunch of unnecessary stuff on you that has nothing to do with what you're actually trying to study for, upcharge the shit out of you, and then pretend like there's some kind of moral high ground that, oh, we're turbo educated, so you must understand. You guys are plebeians and simpletons. You have to listen to us. If college just decided to not like destroy people's wallets and like, you know, gave them a reasonable amount of debt instead of life-determining debt, I wouldn't have a problem. Deadass selling drugs on a street level is more profitable than any job you're gonna really get in the real world now. Depends on what job, but for most jobs, yeah. Armando. No, I want it Hermando. Oh yeah, no shit. Entry level, you're not making much money. The only reason why drugs pay is because it's a dangerous job, and obviously you're gonna either get shot or locked away. No other option. Do I need the mock bike here? Yeah. Oh! You know, it's kind of wild that I might say this, but I do think some dealers, depending on how... Oh, you said local dealer. Never mind. Yeah, no, your point stands. Local dealer, yeah, not more than a heart surgeon. If we're talking like some kind of fucking Gustavo Fring, yeah. Fuck off. Just use a repel. That would have been cool to have. Skarmory is such a good singles Pokemon. Yeah, if you build up a big enough network, being a drug dealer pays pretty goddamn well. That's another thing that randomly came up in conversation with my mom when I was in the car earlier too, surprisingly. Was, and this isn't me admitting to anything, but she said, and I quote, I would be, like, she's talking about me, not her in the third person. You would be a very good drug dealer because you would never use your own stash, talking about how I'm like a very sober person. I'm not interested in drugs. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take that as like a compliment from my own mother. Like, thanks, Mom. Yeah, I'm not a crackhead, I guess. Woohoo. Thanks, Mom. I'm glad you're proud of me, that you think I'm not likely to do drugs, so I'd sell them pretty well. Really, I really do appreciate that, Mom. Thank you. So, you heard it here first. My mom thinks I'm a good drug dealer. Or will be a good drug dealer. Would be a good drug dealer. God damn it. How do I get out of here? So anyway, does anyone want an 8th? How about an ounce? I'm not telling you what it is, just gotta take my word. Look at these two fucking goofballs. Beefing. Big beef. And Big Daddy Ray comes in. Sorry, Uncle Ray Ray. Ugh, damn. Wonder how Joseph's stream's doing. Is he still alive? Motherfucker rated out to someone else. That bastard. How dare he? That's fine. I'm not entitled to it. saying I was able to afford way more energy drinks in high school, trap in eighths, and now I look at my bank account after getting groceries and realize I'm gonna be set for the next 4 days, and I have to make air sandwiches and drink my spit for the next 9 days after. Man, I'm so happy you get air sandwiches. Air is so tasty. Now that does suck though, man. Life as a single dude, spinster type deal is kind of expensive, especially when you don't have like the absolute best employment. I do hope it gets better for you though. It'll get there eventually. Your hard work and dedication selling tacos and burritos, it'll pay off. I know it will. Alright, well, let's get out of the way. Get in your gym. I want my badge. I have to go talk to these fucking idiots. Out of the way. Okay, what do you want? Cool. Alright, can I take my gym battle now that I saved the world? Can I go back about doing some stupid shit? What is this? Waterfall? Yeah, of course it's waterfall. You stepped out of the way, but you're the gym leader, aren't you? Are you not? No, he's the... No, I forgot. He's the league champion, so who the hell is the gym leader in this game? Also, what level is this? Oh, his fucking name's Juan. Highest level is 46, so I'll level up when I get to him. And I know there's trainers down below. I don't care to fight them at this point. This Nuzlocke's been going on for a while. I just kind of want to get it over with soon. I'm gonna do, I think, one more Poke Monday. I'm gonna fight this, and then next Poke Monday, we go for the Elite Four, and we finally beat it. Hello, Juan. Let me put my Pokemon up to level 44. Just glad I game share with people on Xbox. I ain't been able to afford a new game in about 4 years. Everything else was gifted to you. Do you still have Steam? Because if you've seen Steam's game share stuff for people in the same country, it's pretty good. Like, you can family share on Steam the entire library and still play the same games at the same time. It's actually amazing. But if I remember correctly, you stopped PC gaming and you're more of a console guy now. I could be wrong, though. Alright. Wow, my team's up to level for the gym, and I didn't have to spend 5 years fighting random Pokemon. Let's go! Alright, just send out Dust Bunny first. Xbox game share has always been great, though. Back when I was on Xbox, my buddy would game share with me, and the only game that I played from his game share was Overwatch, and I still have all of those skins from Overwatch. Like, I've been playing Overwatch recently. No shame in me saying that, you know. You sometimes relapse. But I've had my same Xbox account Overwatch, on Overwatch, right? For this long, since it came out pretty much. I never paid for Overwatch. Not once did I pay for it. And I have been playing it since it came out. Xbox Game Share is better just because people also get your subscription, so you get it free online and free Game Pass, free EA. Ow, first of all. And second of all, to be fair to Steam, you don't have to pay for subscriptions on Steam. You just kind of play. But Xbox has been doing great. I think they're both good. I don't know why you have to make it a competition there, Flopperton. You can game share both, Flopperton. You don't have to fucking play this Xbox versus PC, Flopperton. That's fucked up. But yeah, no, they're both great. It's crazy to think it took a woman in an AI industry to fix Xbox. To be fair, Microsoft has been flailing about on just about all of their other platforms that they finally, like, I'm pretty sure they saw their market shares and panicked. So we're at that point where they fucked around, found out that skimping on everything was dog shit. People didn't like it, and they're trying to fix it. The next thing they're probably going to fix is Windows. So how you doing, man? How was your stream? I see you rated out to somebody else. Which is perfectly fine and okay. I'm not entitled to anything. I'm just gonna one-shot this little doofus. But I've game shared on both Xbox. On both, and Xbox used to be better before they cracked down on game sharing, since you could have 12 home Xboxes at a time, and now it's 3 with a Switch limit of 2 a year. Okay. And you regret it? Nah, don't regret it. Oh, well, regret it a little bit. Just, it makes me feel a little bit better. Strokes my ego. I did not see what was coming out. Fucking Megzilla has not done anything in ages. Go, get out there. Go get one shot by a fighting type attack, please. What is it? Oh, fuck off. Of course it actually is a fighting type. I just want to see what it's going to use. I had Sliff guide the raid to a girl with no game audio and who just ended stream 10 minutes after. Banger. It happens. I've had my share of people raid into me when I'm just about to end, and I feel so bad about doing it sometimes. This motherfucker just knocked off my item. No more guiding the raid for Sliff. Sliff lost the privilege. But anyway, enough about the raiding, because obviously it doesn't matter that much. I'm just happy you're here. How was stream? How did Resident Evil 2 OG go? I saw you were on the Claire. I was gonna say Rebecca. I don't know why. I mix up Claire and Rebecca a lot. But how was Rebecca's part? Claire. Fuck! I'll remember which character is which at some point. I have 8 missed calls from my boss, and I just had the energy to open the can of worms. Hope she understands. She'll understand. If not, then, well, tough luck. You are burnt the fuck out, I can tell. Just tell her you fell down the stairs and were unconscious at the bottom of it or something. What's she gonna do? Fire you because you had an accident? Can only use that excuse once, though. Please burn. Fuck. Claire A and only 1 death. The ports of PC are great. The only issue I had is Resident Evil 2 for some reason won't show the pre-rendered cutscenes on OBS. That's kind of weird. I wonder if that's a game issue or an OBS issue. It's probably a game issue. It's old. Were you on Game Catcher? Because if it's a... I'm assuming if you were on Display Catcher, it probably would have worked. Oh... Wait, hold on. Were you... Well, you said you're playing on the ports. You're not capture carding it from PlayStation, so never mind. Yeah. I guess if I was in that situation, I'd try out display capture. It sucks having to use display capture. I don't like using it. But in those situations, it should work without issue, because it just captures the display, nothing else. It's a GP problem with the port or something, from what Adam said? Oh, okay. Yeah. Job ain't even that bad, honestly. Just super disheartening to see that the entire crew I started with is all managers are no longer working there anymore. And they're now moving up new hires before me. It just feels like I'm forever stuck in this loop. That is actually kind of fucked if you're getting passed up by new hires. I feel like that shouldn't be... Like, obviously, maybe there are some outside circumstances. Maybe they think you're lazy or some shit, which I don't think you are. You work hard, man. But the thing that I'm reading about that there, which seems like to really suck, and I would hate to have to experience, is watching all the people that you got used to around working. All the people that helped you get used to it just fucking disappear. Like, I don't want to start a job, get used to the people, and then they find a better job, or like something happens, they move, and then I have to deal with a bunch of fucking people who are like 5 years younger than me, who work in the same job. Oh my god. Why does this guy have so many women in his basement? I never thought about this until now. This guy just has a horde of women in this freezer. Just chilling. They're all women. And they're all in the freezer. Why are they all in the freezer? Why are they frozen? I didn't go to work today because I had a bad panic attack yesterday. I was just fucking stressed and tired, living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You doing better today? I mean, I know you're doing better today because you're streaming, but I'm obligated to ask that because it is the nice thing to do. And I do want to know. You know, my nose is itchy, and I'm pretty sure I'm rubbing it with a dusty towel, so it's not helping. Stream helps me forget this shit, yeah. We were talking about this earlier, but my key to being happy is just finding ways to forget. That's why I like my walk-in, the video games, the streaming. It really does help just put stuff in the back of the mind. When I don't have stuff going on, I kind of have little fucking minor... I don't want to call it panic attacks, but I get a little jump when I'm trying to fall asleep and I have nothing to do. It gets me then. Right as I'm like trying to fall asleep. Otherwise, I'm good. I've also been to work an hour early before every single shift, have the lowest average time, and have opened and closed the store by myself multiple times. I'm about ready these days to just cop a last paycheck and quit with no notice. I mean, at that point, from at least what you've told us, I wouldn't blame you. Seems a bit fucked. I don't want to go into a cliche here, but it sounds like they got you as a good worker, so you're too valuable to move from your position. Right? You do a good job, and you seem to just do it without, like, complaint. So why would they put you up to management if you do such a good job being the little errand boy, right? Taking the bad hours, working all the bad stuff. They just let you do it. Fucking knew I had a Pidgeotto. Alright, well I caught two now. I got D and Poppins. By the way, not Sleepy, sorry, Joseph. I caught a bunch of new Pokemon today. I got Reddit mod. I got D. I got League. I got John Pork. I got Big Bird, Celery, Solid, and Hermondo. So I caught a bunch of Pokemon, and I did not lose a single one. So we're chilling. And I'm thinking about swapping some Pokemon around, because I'm gonna be honest, Mechzilla fucking sucks. And I kind of want to fuck around with Hermondo. But I also want to use the Chikorita, because despite the Pokemon sucking, it's interesting, so... but I need a flyer, so that's staying on the team. Shit. I got two water types, but I don't want to drop Discord mod. But two water types isn't useful. I'm sorry, Discord mod. I'm committing a crime here. but my other guy's kind of better than you. I'm just putting him away for now so I can level up these guys to see if they're any good. It's not permanent. Ancient Power. Yeah, better than Mudsport. But now I have 2 bug types. I want to use Hermondo, though. Hermondo seems sick. I've never used one of these. What do you mean our general manager's 19 and all of our managers under the age of 20 and I'm the only one that genuinely needs the money for bills and not just for the fun money? It just feels demoralizing being 23, being the bitch of 6 20-year-olds that can call me. You can tell me what to do and get paid more with a metaphorically louder voice in any decision making. By any chance, are the kids working around you, are they like related to someone who owns the building? Because that might be one of those situations where they're just like known family or friends of the family, so they get preferential treatment, which it sucks. It's not fun. I'm not gonna say you should be happy about it, that's for sure. But that might explain why they have the positions. I got a Meganium. Nothing like the boss's son getting in and having more say on the job site than you do, you know? When I worked at the restaurant, that's how it was. Everyone was either family or a family friend. Outsider like me never got raises or promotions. Yeah. It's wild to think, but it's more common than, like, I thought it was. Oh. Body Slam is the only move you know. Huh. Do you want to learn something? Alright, Leek's not being used. Leek sucks. You know what? Let's try out Celery. Hey, Celery's got a rare candy. What items do we have in here? Amulet Coin, Lucky Punch, a Pinap Berry, an a Dire Hit. Okay, garbage. We actually just had one lady that didn't speak English that only got the job because she knew our general manager at the time, and everyone complained that she just caused more bad than good because of the language barrier, and only got fired after 6 of us collectively complained to HR because she was getting over 40 hours a week and was the worst employee we ever had. Well, I mean, yeah, that's the favoritism right there. No, we can't get rid of her. She's our friend. That would be so mean. No, she doesn't fucking speak a lick of English. No one understands what she's saying, and she doesn't, like, do the job right. It sucks, but she can go, like, become a cleaning lady or something. I just don't understand how people, without hesitation, can give preferential treatment to people who do not, like, do the job. I don't know. I wouldn't want to pay someone that sucks at the job just because I feel bad for them. Or because I know them. It just seems counterproductive. God damn it, can you learn a grass type move? Why is the Celebi learning Baton Pass? Celebi, you little bastard. Can you have a grass move? No? Just a cleaning lady? I don't know. What other jobs can you do that doesn't require speaking the language of the country you're in? What else do you got? I'm not trying to be mean or racist here. It's just like genuinely, if you can't speak the language, there's a job that you can do, but you can't expect to get the best jobs. You've got to be shitting me. Celebi does not learn a grass type move by level up in Gen 3. Oh, these Pokemon suck. Just a language barrier and a fast food is just not okay. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, right? When you're at a counter and your entire job is taking people's orders, you kind of have to understand what they're saying, because it's fast food. When you have to repeat yourself 4 times to make sure they got the order right, it goes from fast food to mid-food. That lady actually was a janitor at our middle school before she worked there. I just knew, okay? I knew. Pattern recognition, or whatever they say. Whatever they... I'm just a knower. We are dropping Dust Bunny for now. I once had to serve a lady who was deaf. I was playing charades. Aww. See, at least that way around, it's not the, like, obviously the deaf lady is not the server, but I feel bad for her. I'm glad. Did you do a good job? Did she get what she wanted? Aerial ace over wing attack? Yes, sir. Man. I feel bad for deaf people. It's actually so nice to be able to hear, and the fact that some people can't hear is kind of fucking sad. When Sammy worked at McDonald's in the city, all his co-workers only spoke Spanish or Saheli, and I guess both groups hated each other. If one group showed up 30 minutes to... Wait, oh sorry, the fucking chat moved. If one group showed up before the others, they would grab whatever position they wanted first and left the others on grills. So, I don't understand how McDonald's works, but are they not paid to be specifically chefs or something? What do you mean they just picked? If they got there first, they picked. I would assume McDonald's would hire you as a cashier, and then you'd work as a cashier. How the fuck does someone just say, I don't want to be a grill? Again, I don't know how McDonald's works, so maybe it's different. I served a deaf lady before. She was super polite, though. I just felt bad because I was working at the slowest location I've ever seen. It took her 30 minutes to get her food because of how many backed up orders we had. Rough. I don't think I'd be great in service like that. I'm not good with feeling bad. You guys know I already apologize too much. I apologize for stuff that's not even my fault. I would non-stop be saying sorry in a restaurant setting. Should have given that one a laser pointer to point at menu. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point of why, oh wait, no. Well, because if they're deaf, even if there's numbers, they can't really tell you the numbers. They can write out the number. Yeah, put a little, like, notepad or something in front of them, so then they can tell you what they want. They can write out, like, number 2, no pickles, on the pad or something. They gotta start giving the people at the table, like, paper so they can write down their orders instead of having to tell people their orders. But then people would have too much power, and I know some motherfuckers out there cannot be trusted with the control over their own orders. I've seen some horror stories about people asking for some absurd stuff at restaurants, like changes. Alright, what am I using to swap out for celery here? Do I just put Discord mod back? Yeah, sure, I'll put Discord mod back. So what am I left with? I really want to use Hermondo here. The issue is that Hermondo kinda does not have great moves. Fast food, they normally cross-train one batch of employees, which normally ends up as an elite crew with steady hours every week. They trained me on everything at Taco Bell, but when I started just so, let's say we get a 5-party pack order and we just can't take more orders or drive through till the food is done, they cross-train you so you can put some gloves. Okay. So they kind of just prepare you to do work on any point of the fast food. And then, so if you have a bunch of people like that that can work any station, then you have the McDonald's turf wars like Joseph was describing. The Crips got hold of the cash registers today. Sorry, Bloods, you guys gotta go flip burgers. There's Taco Bell that there's been a Taco Bell with a we are hiring for almost 2 years. I bet the manager sucks. Honestly, the manager might not even suck. I've seen it more recently where people will just have we're hiring no matter like if they're even looking for new hires. Like even my mom's place, my mom's boss has had an advertisement for a dental receptionist, right? Just someone to take calls and set up appointments, right? And he has had this fucking notification on the job market for 4 fucking years. 4 years! And he's not actually looking for a new receptionist. It's just there, eternally. He never takes it down. Some people just leave it up because they like having options in case someone quits, so they have an easy access of people to call on. Biggest thing I normally have to do is drop nacho fries mid-rush. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, nacho fries are delicious. I'm gonna level up John Pork real quick and see if that's better than Hermando. Also, I'm done with the game tonight. I'm just leveling up some Pokemon. We'll chat and maybe watch some videos or something. I don't really want to play Overwatch tonight. Who died? No one's died, actually. I'm just checking out some Pokemon since I beat the last gym, and thinking about my team for the Elite Four. That's not the case. Takala Corp's locations have to keep those signs on the windows and the door during certain times of the year. If we take it down outside of the time that they say so, then if there's a surprise inspection, lose points. Okay. My ambition is fine. Why are the level... I don't know what it was. Whoever designed these Gen 3 games and decided on the move pools for Pokemon needs to be shot. Genuinely makes no sense. Also, I'm not sure if anyone saw this, but I finished Amnesia Dark Descent last stream, and I'm moving on to Alien Isolation next. So I'll finish up that game for the next playthrough. So we're hiring really just means fuck you, our application system is automated, don't waste your gas on showing up for the interview. It sounds about like a corporation. Here at Taco Bell, we hate you. And we want you to die. But here's the best drink you've ever had, and we'll always do these cool specials that everyone loves, and we'll never bring it back. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not, like, going crazy right now. My fucking nose is so itchy. But yeah, I probably won't stream for too much longer. I never got to... I only did 30 minutes walking today, but I did do it for a long... or for... I did it faster, right? So I'm not sure how much it equals out to, but I'm just gonna do another 30-minute walk after stream. But not bad progress, you know. I beat... I stopped the world from imploding or whatever, and then I caught a bunch of Pokemon, and then I beat the next gym, and I didn't lose any Pokemon, so we're chilling. I got my teams swapped out a little bit. Big Bird, Toothless, Single Mom, Discord Mod, John Pork, and Goonlith. I'm actually not going to use John Pork, he kind of sucks. But yeah. I want to enjoy Pokemon Mondays more, but sometimes it is kind of just boring going through the story. Shave? Yeah. I'm gonna shave today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. A clean face is a happy face? Yeah, but what if I want to be, like, mature looking? That being said, this mustache is fucking ugly. Yeah, you're right. I'll shave tonight. Damn. I didn't realize how in my defense, I have not looked in a mirror or into an OBS camera window in about a week. 4 days, actually. Never mind, because I saw Amnesia Dark Descent Day. I did. But, I don't know. I just don't really look in the mirror anymore. I brush my teeth, and I just kind of zone out. I don't really do any kind of checking in on myself. I probably should. But yeah, the beard, the neck beard's growing back in. That has to go. Oh, man. Sometimes you just can't put yourself to look at what you've become. I don't think like that. I'm not a monster. It's not like that for me. Come on. Self-care does wonder for self-esteem. That's why I'm going for my walks. I'm trying to slim out. That's like the biggest self-care thing I've been doing, is to go for those hour-long walks. I don't know how scientific it is, but the treadmill shows me a number that's supposed to be the amount of calories burned. And I'm not doing too bad. Every hour-long walk is like 300 calories burned, which means like 2 Oreos are burnt every walk. Isn't that crazy? But if I can keep doing these walks and keep myself on like a decent calorie deficit, hopefully I'll slim out before summertime. Like a little bit, you know? I'm not expecting to be a twig. I don't want to be super skinny, man. I just want to be in a healthier state. That's literally it. But I'm going to try and go for hour-long walks every day. And if I get to do them earlier, I'm also going to lift weights afterwards. Self-care doesn't do much for some people. Ended up with an addiction and in a relapse in an eating disorder, but got down to 6% body fat in an amateur bodybuilding show. Damn. Yeah. I don't know what happened. One day, the second day on my walking pad, I was just walking on it. My computer was making that god-awful noise, and then it just stopped. So I guess there may have been like some sawdust or something in there, and it was in the bearings and it just ground out, but it's not making that noise anymore. So I think my power supply is fine. I'll find out that the fan's not on or some shit and it's slowly cooking to death, but whatever. If it's not making the noise, then I don't have to think about it. And if I don't have to think about it, I'll be pleasantly surprised when the thing blows up, because I won't know what's happening. I'm ready for it. I should probably save my game. I don't know why I'm just sitting here doing nothing. All right. But yep. My computer is pretty much at its final stage. I'm not upgrading this motherfucker until like AM6 comes out. I got it some new RAM. It's slightly faster. I got it a new CPU. Like the only upgrade I could think of is if storage comes down in price, I might upgrade to a 2 terabyte NVMe. Keyword might. That's like the only thing I can think of, but I'm on a good GPU, a good CPU, my RAM is good. I don't need anything else. So until this thing becomes obsolete, I'm not touching it. Never really did late night walks, late night drives. Yes, late night walks were only in high school. Bro, I love late night walks. They're like the only walks I want to go for that are outside anymore. I don't like walking outside when it's bright out. I don't like being around the... Because, like, at least in my neighborhood, it's a bunch of old people outside on their patios, and they just kind of stare at you as you walk past. And I don't like being observed. So I like going for late night walks because, first of all, it's cooler outside. It's nice. But I don't have to deal with all these goddamn fossils staring at me. They get old and then all of a sudden it's apparently like they're incapable of having fun inside or fucking around with a puzzle. Wish I could do late night walks, but it's pitch black and coyotes. Ah, brother man's out off in the wilderness. Well, as long as you got your good old friend Smith and Wesson, you know, you should be fine. Until the fucking Bigfoot or Wendigo comes and snatches your shit. But hey, if it's a female Bigfoot, you get a little bit of fun for the night and then you're back home and you get to make a funny YouTube video. The Poil, not many people live there. Housing is almost free. Get a Starlink and you're good. Nah, fuck that. Starlink is good, but not good for what I need. I like having fiber optic. It's fast, it's consistent, and I can walk inside. I'm not going to move house just to get away from people. I'll survive. Oh, alright. Second plan, since you can't buy a firearm cow, you ever heard of Goliath versus David? Right? Slingshot or fucking whatever the fuck they're called. Those things that you swing around and then you whip a rock. That's pretty much a gun. So just have one of those. And then fucking just... And you'll obliterate anything in front of you as long as the rock's big enough. I'm not sure if you guys have... Yeah, sling, that's what it's called. I'm not sure if you guys have... You know what? We're having a little watch along. I need you guys to see the power that David was throwing at Goliath. You motherfuckers need to understand the power that that man wielded. I don't qualify, but you can buy third party with no background check and legally own a firearm. I love Texas. You guys are cool. Alright, hold on. Let me, YouTube, and let me turn the... Let me just do this, and then do this, so the other feeds can hear this. Alright, this one should be good enough. But yeah, like, if you can't own a gun, get one of these fuckers. Like, I think someone did the math in an Instagram comment section, so clearly a scientist, but he did the math and said that a good-sized rock with in a sling, pretty much the same power as a 9mm. I should have your pregnant Mason commission done by next week. What do you mean commission? You asked if you could do it. Who the fuck is it? Who's commissioning that? Because it's not me, goddammit. Who the fuck commissioned it? Alright, hold on. Let's go to the interesting part. I don't give a shit about your ad. I'm sorry. You know what? I'll be nice. Mike Shake, thank you for the video. I'm not a leech. Here's like... sure, you seem interesting. Subscribed, so I paid my toll.
But I feel like this shot is kind of impressive already. The dummy is pretty.
What did he do?
If you get 2 displays and
Holy shit, how many ads does this guy have?
And at first I thought I did nothing to the dummy, But then I checked the slow motion footage.
Slingshot won't have piercing though, like a bullet, so if you hit somewhere insignificant like a limb, it won't do much. That's why you just have to hit the head. It's hit the head or run for your life.
Cuts into the gelatin. And so I kept trying. In all that, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but there is a sort of crack when I let the sling go. And that is coming from the sling traveling faster than the speed of sound. It turns out a sling basically works like a whip.
Oh, yeah, by the way, if you want to get a little 1600s on in your self-defense, whips are fucking scary as shit. So, another option, more range, probably better off using a whip than a knife.
The kinetic energy built up during the swing is transferred down the length of the sling.
That's also an option.
The transfer of energy increases in speed as he moves along the sling, accelerating the tip of the sling, called cracker, till it flies faster than the speed of sound. Now, the purpose of having a cracker is to dissipate
Whip you?
energy
Nah.
and slow the sling down, so it basically doesn't come back.
I'm good.
Every time you shoot. Anyways, the more I'm using it, the more I'm becoming a fan of this thing. As you can see,
Alright, can he brain this fucking thing yet?
it's pretty insane to me what
Where does he get the headshot?
And after about 1 hour,
I just want to see the skull crack. There we go. Holy shit. Remember, this is what fucking hit Goliath back in like, what, 500 BC or whatever? I don't know when the David Goliath thing happened. But that's like, that's brain matter. Anyone getting hit by that today dies. A lot of animals out in the wild, like coyotes and wolves, they're dead. If you can hit something's head with one of these slings, like, it's just death. Keep in mind, this is also someone that's not, like, trained in it. He's just doing a YouTube video. If you practice...
I'm talking about spear throwers. I found one in carbon fiber, but before checking
I fuck with it. It pretty much is the original gun. You just wind that bitch up, hit someone in the head, their head explodes like a watermelon. Yeah, I just want the time period. Yujiro Hanma breaks that rock. Bro, Yujiro Hanma can just... I mean... You didn't hear this from me, but he would grape the rock and make it pregnant. That's just how Yujiro Hanma works, alright? The rock would hit him and it would end up pregnant somehow. Because that's just how that character works. Everyone can legally own a gun in Texas as long as it's not reported stolen and has serial numbers. No need for less lethals or something like a whip, but absolutely if you don't feel safe with yourself with a firearm in the house, then don't do it because it's tempting to people with mental health paths. Oh, for sure. Yeah, no. Don't have anything that you could easily kill yourself with if you have mental issues. There's a reason why the largest number of gun deaths in the United States is suicide. Like, coming from a third party looking in as a Canadian, I don't have much say on this, but I kind of find it ironic when people quote the gun death statistic despite the fact that the majority of gun deaths in the United States are suicide. And they don't like making the distinction there because it's not as hard-hitting when you find out that most gun deaths are self-deletes. Like, it's still a major issue, but it kind of, like, defeats the whole arguing for gun control when you find out that it's not really mainly violent gun deaths. But obviously, it's not good for someone who's suicidal to have those tools because giving them an easy out where they realistically don't have to feel pain, they can just turn it off. Yeah, it's not great. The biblical account of David and Goliath is traditionally dated to approximately 10,020 BCE or 1012. Alright. If I just doubled my number, I would have been close. Not bad. Anyway, what was this guy doing? He's like spearing something.
I'm gonna throw one spear by hand and one using this, and we're gonna see the difference. I hope you can see me. Test one, range. First shot using my hands.
It's because most men under the age of 25 and even at that age, which children are expressing a sense of self-loathing, is getting younger, and the younger by the years, it's very common for men in the US to take a gun for themselves. Yeah. No, I've been paying attention. As a young guy myself, I actually like looking into this stuff because obviously it's not only good for me to look out for my own mental health, but it might help me with my other obviously young-aged dude friends because I don't want my friends necking themselves. I don't want them blowing their shit off. I don't want them to Baja Blast. And it's just kind of, you know, an area of interest I like to look into. Because it is directly affecting my age demographic. Yours too.
Oh my. I got 22 meters by hand and 48 meters with a spear thrower. You probably didn't even see where he landed. I'm gonna give you a better angle.
Alright, I'm tired of this video. I just wanted to show off the sling. I want to see more. David versus Goliath sling test. If you couldn't tell, I like the idea of slings.
Sling is without a doubt devastating. You've seen here breaking concrete, breaking stone, smashing up watermelons. And so what made them so good? So a shepherd like David would have been trained from youth at young of age.
Okay, I don't care. Swing the sling, bastard. Where is it? Do it. Break something. God damn it. Whatever. We all saw it. We saw the head go poof. Every dude I know has been in a friendship where they feel obligated to stay in relationships or friendships to be there for someone out of the fear that they weren't in their life, the other person would end theirs. It's a lot more common than you think. Yep. It's, ain't that the beautiful modern day living, am I right? I've been in a fair share of those relationships. I've yet to be the one that people feel like to be in, as far as I know. I've never shown or threatened suicide. I've never, like, as far as I can tell, like, shown evidence of being suicidal. But then again, I might not be as aware of myself, but who knows. But yeah, no, I've got a few relationships like that I've been in. It's not fun, but I'd rather deal with the maybe mild annoyance if it means keeping someone alive. I don't want to take the risk. It's not fun. Wow, this stream was really depressing. Are you guys happy with like all this like suicide and depression talk and like jobs and pricing and I was just trying to play Pokemon. Fuck. I'm too stupid and I play video games to try and be philosophical. This is not my area of expertise. Can you tell I'm a little out of my element, that I'm not exactly the best at handling this shit? Because I'm probably about to end stream here. Just last little PSA again. It's not worth it, bros. Don't Baja Blast yourself. Whatever you're going through probably sucks, don't get me wrong. Some people are genuinely miserable. I'm not going to pretend like it might be easier to be dead. I'm not going to play that card. But if there's, you know, like fucking, there's plenty to do in life. Give it some time, maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be worth it. If you have plenty of time on this planet, may as well see where it goes, because as far as you know, there's not another life. If you're not religious, then there's nothing after life, then fuck it. Go crazy. Have fun. Try and go as far as you can. Don't waste it. And if you are religious, still, go fucking nuts. Don't be a pussy. Don't show up to God early because you said I quit. All right. I don't know. I'm not good at being motivational. I'm done. I'm just being cringe now. I'm not sure if I'm giving good advice. I don't know if I'm being good with this shit. I'm better at listening and like throwing out affirmations, all right? But you all have a wonderful night. It was a pleasure talking to you again, Floppy. You keep holding in there, man. Radio silence for days and that's it? Yeah, you're goddamn right. We were just talking about mental health. Am I not allowed to have my mental health, huh? Do you want me to Baja Blast myself? Yeah, but yeah, no, seriously, y'all have a great night. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna go walk for half an hour and probably try and fall asleep early. You keep up the good work, Floppy. One day, you'll either get a raise or Taco Bell will go under and you'll get a better job. You'll find something. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Alien Isolation and then move on to some Overwatch after I played like Alien Isolation for like 2 hours. That's it. That's just a bunch of cheap walk cycles. What? What do you mean cheap walk cycles? You know what? Speaking of walk cycles, I'm gonna go do some walk cycles. I have no goddamn clue what you're talking about. But you have a great night, Excalibur. Oh, SpongeBob. See, I never actually watched SpongeBob as a kid. Not because my parents didn't say or said I couldn't. I didn't have parents like that. I just never really liked watching SpongeBob. I don't know why. I tried. I really did. I just couldn't get into it. Good night, Fudge. Good luck on your assignments and stuff, man. Don't get scammed by your college. You better pass, because if not, you're gonna have lifetime debt and nothing to show for it. So good luck, man. Probably watched the show at its low point. Yeah, I probably didn't see it in its peak for like the 90s kids. All right, anyway, I'm done talking now. We all go to bed. You all have a great night. I love you guys. I love my boys and the 2 girls that show up platonically. Unless your name is Joseph, then it's on the lips. And Jared. Jared too gets it. All right, see you gamers. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your nights. Stay safe. It's not worth it to blast yourself, and yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye!